it's Brad here at Wild Boys Brewery. Just a quick update. I have not got my coconut IPA transferred over to the keg yet because I got busy yesterday bottling up Sparkles Pale Ale, which I did keep one bomber of, and just to check and see how my homemade beer gun did. It's been about 24 hours since I bottled this, so I'm going to check and see how the carbonation did on it. Sounds great. Nice hiss, just like you get off commercial beer. No volcano. Let's go ahead and get a pour on it. Nice head, nice carbonation level. It's a lot clearer than the one I posted a picture of yesterday up on Facebook. It is English ale yeast, so it's not going to be super clear. It's a nice apricot color, nice one finger head, got great carbonation on it, slightly off-white head. Get this just wonderful pineapple, little tinge of sweet orange, little grapefruit, little tiny bit of mango on it too.
And some homemade baked bread.
Yeah, and some homemade baked bread because we're making some bread right now too. So I'm going to pour this one for Amy, because this is actually one of the few beers I've made she'll actually drink some of.
That's good.
And I'm going to pour the rest of this into mine. Let's see if there's nothing in the bottom of the bottle, just like I wanted. I'm going to do the toast the coconut tomorrow and transfer the coconut IPA over to the keg and go ahead and let that start kegging or start carbon up. That's good. It's real mild. Follows the nose just like it tastes just like it smells. Very nice. It's one of those beers, it's like right below 6%. I think it finished out at like 5.9 or 6.0, something like that. No alcohol in it at all. I can tell that I did use the English ale yeast in it because it finished a lot softer taste, and what I mean is like basically the yeast, it has a little bit of a yeast taste that kind of softens the hop profile on it. Being a hop head, I noticed that right away, but it does not take away from the hop flavor very much. I would probably, when I redo this one, I'm probably going to use 1056 or 1272. I don't know. I like it pretty good the way it is. I may just use the English ale yeast so it'll finish up a little bit on the sweeter side, because I think that's one of the things that my girlfriend likes about it, is it's not super dry.
Very good.
And if you hear some rumbling in the background, that's my dog going through his kibble bowl. Because he knows every time I turn the camera on, it's time for him to go over and eat or bark or make some noise. If you got animals, you know how it is. But anyway, that's going to pretty much wrap it up. Real nice beer. Real happy with it. I'll definitely make this one again. I hope Sparkle's happy with it. I just gave it to her today. So I'm sure she'll have a few of them tonight and let me know how she likes it tomorrow, and I'll do a update on that and follow up. I'm very happy with the way it turned out, bottling off the keg using nothing but a picnic tap with a length of hose on the end of it. Basically, you turn the PSI down to about 2 or 3, bleed off your excess carbonation off the keg, and then set your regulator to about 2 or 3 pounds. And then basically open the picnic tap wide open and let it fill up, and you'll get about this much foam going up through the bottle. The very first one you do will foam up real bad, but once the picnic tap hose cools off, it'll quit foaming up so bad. And then you fill it all the way up until it starts running out just a little bit, and then you can kind of see it coming up in the neck, and once it gets to about right there, you start pulling the hose out and cut it off. Excuse me. And then what's left in the hose will actually run out, and then foam will come all the way up to the top, and then you cap on the foam. And you do lose just a little bit like that because of the foam and stuff, but not much. I mean, it's probably less than a couple ounces total in the bottom of the container. I'll show you some footage of that. So we'll make you a cheap beer gun, basically a picnic tap and about a 12 or 14 inch length of hose, something like that. Maybe about 14 or 16 inches. It'll go all the way to the bottom of a growler, 750 milliliter bottle. So you're filling from the bottom. But I'll cut to that and show you some quick footage of that. Hey, it's Brad here. I'm going to show you my homemade beer gun that we made down at the Homebrew store. Basically, it's a picnic tap with a length of hose on it. And what you do is you just stick, this beer's already carved up. This is Sparkles Pale Ale. Put it on the bottom and then open it up. And then basically you just watch it fill up. And then you run it till a little bit of foam comes out. And that'll pretty much fill it up where it needs to be. And it's filling up. You lose a little bit of beer like this, but I think you'll wind up losing a little bit of beer with about any of those beer guns. And this one didn't cost hardly anything. And you see we got foam coming out for a couple seconds. You can see it coming up in the neck. And as you pull this out, the level will drop down. So basically what you do is you pull this out and you'll see it start running back in there. And see how the foam comes back up out of the top. And I keep another bottle over here. And then basically you just cap on the foam. And I have a little thing of Star Sand sitting here, a pitcher, the one I used to boil off with. And since the foam runs out, then I just stick the bottle down in that to rinse it off like that. Then flip it around, go back in like that, and then just let it sit down in the tray there. Grab another bottle and repeat. And it seems like it's working pretty good. I used this to fill a growler a couple weeks ago and it held real good carbonation. I carved it up a little bit more than I normally do because it will lose, seems like it loses a little bit of carbonation from filling it off the keg. So these should be pretty close to where they need to be, like 2.2, 2.3 volumes of CO2. That's my homemade beer gun. Alright, that's going to wrap it up. Everybody have a happy Homebrew Wednesday, and I'll see you next week. Cheers. Puka style.